Okay, so welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss or learn about go-to-market methods. So it's a continued running theme of innovation. We've identified a mission and a vision. We've looked at a business canvas model, and now we're looking at how we can market our product. What is going to be the go-market method? We've identified the service. We've identified our product. It's solving the problems that consumers are facing. There's a gap in the market, you're filling that gap. Now how are you going to bring your product or service to the market? And we have this cycle here, this entrepreneurial cycle, which you have basically the right team, burning need, the market, beginning of market, the sustainable position, the sustainable differentiated position, and the scalable business model. And we'll go through some of these in more detail, starting with burning need. Now, burning need, this is the need that those customers, that customer segment that we've discussed in business canvas model, they need your product. So it's not like, for example, I can say that whatever product I have, mobile phone, vehicle, new application, all the customers are all my customers. No, you need to identify those that have that burning need. So you need to identify a portion of that customer segment. And this is very important. These are the customers that will basically thank you for your product. It's that segment of the market that absolutely needs your product. We can refer this to as hair on fire. These are those customers that their hair is on fire. They have a burning need for this product, burning need for this service, whether it be a mobile phone, an application, anything that you have, that you feel there's an opportunity there. You've developed this product, this service. Now you're identifying those in the market that have that burning need for this product. It's not just anyone, it's not just everyone. You have to now focus your target. And these will be the customers that really have that need for the product and will thank you for your service. Now, we sometimes refer this to as, okay, are you the painkiller or are you the vitamin? You want to be that painkiller. You want to be the one that will kill that pain. So it's for those that really have that pain. Their head is on fire and you have the solution, you have that painkiller, will ease their problems for them, will solve their problems. That's what you want to be. You don't want to be that vitamin. So at this point, it's a good moment to have a discussion amongst your peers to think about what your idea or your product, how it fits with that burning need, where it fits, how you're going to identify that customer segment, those that really have that burning need, something for you to discuss between your peers. Then we go to the big enough market. So we have here three really components: total addressable market, served available market, and your base camp. Your total addressable market is your total market. That is everyone that's possibly that could use your product. Then you will have the served available market. This segment of customers will know about your product. The total addressable market will not know your product. That is who potentially you can target in the long term. But first of all, you need to get there, you need to get there in stages. So we look at the total addressable market. So everyone that can possibly have the phone or use the service that you have, the application, but actually how many of them know about your product. And that is the served available market. And then you go and you look at your base camp. Your base camp will be your initial foothold. So as a rule of thumb, how we identify our base camp is we basically say, okay, we have the total addressable market. What is 1% of that? That 1% is going to be your served available market. And then your base camp, your initial foothold, will be 1% of your served available market. So that's how we are going to identify our initial foothold. So to take this as an example, let's say you have a product or a service that you are going to target only in Dubai. That's going to be your initial foothold. You can say, for example, everyone in the universe, everyone in the world can use this product. However, That's the addressable market. I'm going to start with my initial foothold, which will be Dubai or UAE. Then I will start to go and expand and target the served available market, those that then know about my product, and then I will go address all of the customers available in the world. Now, obviously we have a rule of thumb here that's 1% of 1%. The more marketing you do, that 1% will increase, of course, but then marketing requires investment, capital investment. So sometimes it's not available. So as a rule of thumb, to give you a good forecast, you will say 1% of 1%. 1% of total addressable market will be your served available market, and 1% of your served available market will be your base camp. Think about this. Have a discussion between your peers and just have a think about this, what this means. So your served market really is these potential targets. Target 1, 2, 3, and then you have your unlikely target. So this then allows you to forecast and focus really on your market. So have a discussion regarding this. We'll move on to the next element, which is sustainable positioning. Here, basically, your market and your product or service are really meeting together. Okay, they are meeting together, and you can see this as, or refer this as, the customers are your partners. So the customers that are in the market, they become your partners. So you're meeting directly with them. So the way to look at this is, what do you sell? Okay, so you have your product, then you have that burning, so that the customer, the market has that burning need, and you have a unique differentiation. Then you look at the size of the market, the capital required, and so on and so forth. So basically, you are meeting with your customers. You're meeting their requirements. They become your partners. We look at this in order to better understand this. You can refer to this as that sweet spot. We've discussed the sweet spot previously. Basically, this is the point where you have the customers who have the willingness to pay for this need. So they have a need and they're willing to pay for this need, and you have that requirement. You have that problem. You have the solution to that problem. You have that. You've identified that gap. So there's a need there for the customers to have this service, this product, and you are going to fill that. You are going to be able to solve their problem, and they have that willingness to pay for it. So it's powerful when customers have demonstrated their ongoing need for your product and a willingness to pay for it. So it's when you have these three components together, and that's that sweet spot. You've got potential products, you've got a team that fits, and you've got the market needs, and all of these align. When these align, you have a product market team fit, and that is known as the sweet spot. That will help you become, that will basically make you, allow you to become successful, a successful entrepreneur. Again, have a discussion regarding this. Think about where your product is, what your product or your idea or your service is, and how it fits with this. Does it meet those requirements? Does it align with those three: product, fit, and team? We move into marketing. Marketing is very important, and it's something that really most of you will have heard of, and probably even have learned about this. Marketing must be more than sales. It's not just a tagline. It's in all kinds of businesses. It must satisfy the needs of the customer by means of the product and the whole cluster of things associated with creating, delivering, and finally consuming it. So why is marketing challenging for startups? Because companies that change the future do more than satisfy customers. They want to constantly amaze them. So let's take an example. For example, Facebook. They started off with connecting people, and so customers could connect, and you could connect with all sorts of different people, and now it's become a platform where you can set up a business using Facebook. You can advertise and market through Facebook. You've got advertising, you've got businesses advertising on Facebook pages, so they are consistently moving with the time, and that's important. So what you need to do is, you have something, you've developed an idea, but then you need to continuously improve and develop new ideas, so that as the market is moving, as the times are moving, you are moving with it. You are finding the solutions as the needs, as customers' needs change. You will be able to satisfy those needs, and that's why it becomes difficult for startups, because startups feel like once you've identified a problem, once you've identified the solution for that problem, you then feel like you've finished, you've done your job, and that's it. No, you stand still, and that's not what it's about. You need to continuously amaze the customers. You need to consistently improve and develop new ideas. And that's why it becomes difficult, and it's very important. And you can see some of the successful businesses, some of the successful entrepreneurs, they use this methodology. They are continuously looking to the future. So as things change in the future, they also change and look at products and services that can fulfill the new needs. So if we compare market analysis with the marketing, two different things. Okay, so market analysis is about analyzing the market, finding the opportunity, and then filling that opportunity. Finding a problem, solving that problem, finding that gap, and filling that gap in the market. Marketing is more about the strategy, how you're going to, the strategy of you bringing that product to the market, targeting those customers. Okay, and that's more about this. That's more marketing strategy. So market analysis is more about the recognition of the opportunity. Marketing is more about the strategy. So you identify the need in the market. Okay, you examine the dynamics of the industry, and then you look at the potential, the growth potential, or you determine the growth potential. That is your market analysis. Whereas marketing is more strategy. You're developing a position in the market. You're looking at the strategies. It may be your pricing, that might be your strategy. Your promotion, distribution, how are you going to distribute your product or service? That could be a part of your marketing strategy. So there are two different things, and both are important. Okay, obviously the first thing that you will do is market analysis. So you analyze the market and you identify the gap. Then you find the problem, you find the solution for that, you fill that gap, and then you look at bringing your product to the market through a strategy. You look at marketing strategy, you look at your pricing, your go-to-market strategy could be pricing, promotion. You develop a unique position in the market. So this is something very important that you need to think about for your project. Project 2, where are you in the market? You need to position yourself in the market. Who are you? Are you targeting a certain industry? Are you targeting a certain type of people? Is it a gender? Is it age? Is it are you looking at those that want to, if your product might be for those that want to have a specific diet? It might be for those that have a specific medical requirement. It might be for those at a certain age. It might be for those with a certain gender, so on and so forth. So where are you in that market? And you need to define that. You need to develop that unique position, and that is your marketing, part of your marketing strategy. Something that you will really need to think about in detail for your project 2. We go back to this TAM, SAM, and target market or base camp, because effectively you need to you're bringing your product to the market, and you need to develop this. You need to identify your target market, and the way you, again, just to re-emphasize, the way you do this is you look at your total available market. So for example, let's say you're going to bring a product that is going to serve a certain medical requirement. Now your total available market will be all of those that have this certain illness, for example. So you have provided this medication, you have developed this medication for this illness, and this illness exists everywhere in all sorts of regions, in all of the regions in the world. However, that's your total available market. Your served available market, let's say that 1% of that will be those that know of your product, and then you will have 1% of your served available market, and that is who you're going to initially target. Once you've targeted those customers, you will then be able to expand and look at those, target the served available market, and then you go to the total available market. So that's again market definition. This slide just basically re-emphasizes what I've said, so I'm not going to repeat it, but it's there for you to for your information to go through as you go through this video. So total available market, how big is the universe? Served available market, how many can I reach with my sales channel, and who will most likely buy will be your target market. Then we look at differences between B2B and B2C. So basically it's you're targeting businesses or you're targeting customers. So if your target audience is business, they know you by your name. Okay, so they know the name of your organization, they know the name of your business, they may even know the name of the entrepreneur, they know who you are. When it comes to companies, it's more about, when it comes to customers, it's more about they know the product. They'll know the product, they may not know the business name. Objectives, this is how you will basically reach out to them. So you have, when you're dealing with businesses, when your target is the businesses, it's more about you're pushing your product directly to them through the relevant channels. Whereas for customers, you're expecting them to pull. The action will be pulling your product through the channels. So there are two different things. One is you're pushing your product, and that's when you're dealing with the business. Your customers are business. When you're dealing with businesses, when you're dealing with consumers, you're looking at pulling. So you're expecting the consumers to pull through the channels. Your activities will be through sales. It might be through lead generation, through sales support. When you're dealing with businesses, when it's customers, when it's consumers, you're looking at more of the brand. You need to develop a brand that will then the customers will be able to pull your product through those channels. For businesses, your dynamics are more about sales. So you'll have a sales team, and they'll basically pitch and help you pitch your product to various businesses. With it's consumers, you won't have a sales team. It's more market centric. So it's more about marketing your product. So there's ways to segment a market. So I've mentioned a couple of things. So you're looking at age, gender. You might look at income bracket and brand loyalty when you're dealing with consumers. And when you're dealing with businesses, it's more about the industry type, the number of employees. You might be looking at the geographical location, the size of the business, so on and so forth. So that's something that you need to also consider. The whole product, which pieces. So the key decision here is about the minimal viable product. How much do we value the MVP? And this is about rapid prototyping, lean manufacturing, or lean and agile. Lean here, basically this minimal viable product, we don't go through that product cycle anymore. So we don't go through all these stages. We first think of a concept, then we design something, then we test it. No, what we're doing is we directly bring the product to the market. We let the consumers use the product, and then the feedback that the consumers will give, we then improve on our product. This is moving away from traditionally what we used to do, where we'd go through a really in-depth cycle or product cycle to develop our product. Now we are becoming more lean. We bring the product to the market as quickly as possible. So we develop that product, and then with the feedback we get from the consumers allows us to improve. So rather than doing the testing and then identifying areas to improve, the testing, what we do is we basically bring the product to the market, we let the consumers use it, and that then allows us to improve our product. And you see this with a lot of applications now. So application has been developed. It's available on the Apple Store or Play Store, and then as consumers are using it, you always find that there's a more updated version. So you update your application and it fixes some of the issues, and then it continues to do this as consumers feed back to the product. So positioning, this is a very important element. The act of designing the product, offering an image to occupy a distinctive place in the market. So we are going to go through effectively a position statement. So you are targeting your customers. So for the product is for a specific type of customer. Who is going to be the need or the opportunity. So this is the need of those customers. So it's for a certain for a target customer who need the product or this product or opportunity, the product name and its product category, that key benefits, the compelling reason to buy. So you're now saying unlike what's available in the market, ours has this advantage, a competitive advantage, and then our product, statement of differentiation. So we go through these 6 steps. Number 1, for target customer. Number 2, who, so this is the need, who needs your product. The product name and the category, that benefit, the compelling reason why you should buy it. Unlike our competitors, our product, statement of primary differentiation. And we'll go through an example here. So you have the first sentence, value to the customer, and then the second sentence will be the uniqueness. So for who that, unlike our product. Okay, so for is the target customer, who is a statement of need or opportunity, the product service is a product category, that the benefit of yours, so it's a statement. Uniqueness will be unlike our competitors, and then our product, the statement of primary differentiation. So let's have a look at an example here. So we all know about Tesla, we've all heard about Tesla and what they do. So let's look at their positioning statement. For wealthy individuals and car fanatics who want an environmentally friendly and high-end car, the Tesla Model S is an electric automobile that delivers unprecedented performance without damaging the environment. Okay, so that is your positioning statement, your value to the customer, and then you go to the differentiation. Unlike Audi, BMW and Lexus, our product has a fantastic mileage, unparalleled performance and no direct emissions. Just to re-emphasize and to go through this again, you can see here, for who is your target customers. The target customer here is wealthy individuals and car fanatics. Who requires this product? Those that want to be environmental friendly and have a high-end car. So it's environmental friendly and have a high-end car. What is the product? It's the Tesla model, and it belongs to the electrical automobile category. That is delivering the statement. It delivers unprecedented performance without damaging the environment. Unlike what's already existing in the market, so unlike our competitors Audi, BMW and Lexus, our product has a fantastic mileage, unparalleled performance and no direct carbon emissions. So this is something that I would like you to do in the activity. Have a discussion between yourselves in groups, think about a product, and then develop a position statement.